What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, indeed, Red Hot Chili Peppers fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Sean R. and Empty. They both want to see me react to this song by Red Hot Chili Peppers called Dark Necessities. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Red Hot Chili Peppers, okay? And the video has 318.6 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Dark Necessities, official music video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it!
Official music video coming off the official page. Yeah. Look, you know what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it. The Chili Peppers have blocked me in the past, and a couple of their videos are still blocked even to this day. So, I mean, it does happen, folks. It absolutely happens. So, we're going to have to wait and see what happens here and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Coming on to the light of day, we got many moons that are deep at play. So I keep an eye on the shadow smile to see what it has to say. You and I both know everything must go away. What do you say? Spinning out that is on my heart. It's like a bitter light in a touch of dark. You got sneak attack from the zodiac, but I see your eyes spark. Keep the breeze and go, blow by blow and go away. What do you say? Yeah.
Okay, pause. The intro. Really wasn't feeling the intro. It was very linear. I mean, I understand it's an intro, and most intros are They definitely have a linear direction. They don't really spread a whole lot, but this was like needlepoint linear. Very one-dimensional intro. Not really a whole lot to it. Very thin, very hollow. Not a whole lot of body to it. But here's the thing. Seeing what the intro led into, it makes sense. So we got that catch-22. It is what it is. It is thin. It is hollow. But it kind of needed to be thin and hollow because of what it was leading into with the pop and slap bass line. If you have a big, grand, huge, bombastic intro leading into that, it ain't gonna work. That is absolutely not gonna work. The intro they did, it absolutely worked without question. It was the intro the song needed. I just wasn't a big fan of it, but it needs. But sometimes it's not about what the people want; it's what the song needs, and this song definitely needed that intro. The popping and slapping bass line, I'm digging it. It's interesting that he's staying on the when it goes to the pop, he's staying at the root note on the octave. We're in D, so playing that D, even when he goes down to the A sharp for the slap part on the octave down, he goes back up to the D on the octave. It's interesting. It's not just 1 and 8 play. It's not just octave play. It is resolving, but it's really evolving around the D, which is fine. I got no problem with that. It's a little unusual, but it definitely works. Let's keep going for right now. Let's see where this goes.
What do you say? Yeah, you don't know my mind, you don't know my kind. Talk necessities are part of my design. Tell the world that I'm falling from the sky. Talk necessities are part of my
D where D goes onto the A sharp, but there's the D octave.
Stumble down to the parking lot, you got no time for the afterthought, the lot. Ice cream for an astronaut, well that's me looking for weed. Turn the corner around, find the world at your command. Playing the hand. Yeah, you don't know my mind, you don't know my kind. Talk necessities are part of my design. Tell the world that I'm falling from the sky. Talk necessities are part of my design. Do you want this love of mine? Talk this help the soul to shine. Do you want it? Do you want it now? Do you want it all the time? Talk this help the soul to shine. Do you want it? Do you want it now? Pick you up like a baby.
Having the piano dominate the chordal notes. Interesting. I was really kind of looking for the guitar parts, and the piano parts are far dominating guitar parts. I mean, guitar is there. It is there, but it's very sparse, and it's very much in the background, whereas piano is way up at the front. Little different direction for Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I like it. I don't think I would like it if it was, constantly used in every single song like that, but having a nice little diversion away from guitar and replacing guitar at the forefront with piano, it's a nice distraction. It is a nice distraction. And it works, especially in this song. It definitely works. Just a nice little surprise. Didn't see that coming. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
Back with the track record of a maniac, so I move it in and we unpack. It's the same as yesterday. Anyway we flow, everything must go away. What do you say? Yeah. You don't know my mind, you don't know my kind. Got necessities are part of my design. Tell the world that I'm falling from the sky. Got necessities are part of my design.
Chords on the bass, nice. The chords on the bass were nice there at the end. Very, very appropriate. Mixing well with what was happening in the guitar. Glad to see the guitar came up in the mix on that last chorus. You really heard the guitar kind of come back up out of the mix and come up more to the front. And then he had a solo to boot. Yeah, nice little teeter-totter effect. You know, piano was up in the mix up to that point, and then piano then shifted down while the guitar shifted up into the mix. That was nice. Nice little play there. Really well done. It's going to be interesting. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Red Hot Chili Peppers with Dark Necessities. This was a request from Sean R. and Empty. Okay, let's just get to it. Let's see if we can keep this review a little on the shorter side. Let's see if we can make that happen. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.6. Yep, 7.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it because I know people are wondering. Did I enjoy the song? If I'm being honest, folks, not really. I didn't really dig it. This is a little too relaxed for me, a little too laid back for me. When I'm looking at Red Hot Chili Pepper songs, I definitely prefer they're more upbeat, they're more funk oriented songs, they're more driving songs, the more high energy songs. I definitely steer myself more toward those than this. Now, having said that, do I think the song is bad? No. Look, I wouldn't be giving it a 7.6 if I thought the song was bad. No, the song's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's actually, if you believe it or not, I actually think the song's really good. There are some really good things happening in the song. Let's start off with the drumming. I didn't really talk about the drumming. Laid back style, but solid. Definitely solid. Really established the feel of the song and the structure of the song and how the song was going to go. And that was really led by the drums and also by the bass. Flea's bass playing on this, probably the highlight for me with the popping and slapping parts. The intro, what he was doing with the bass with the fingering, I mean, it was cool and all, but like I said earlier, the intro just sounded very linear, extremely linear, like to the extreme, and very one-dimensional. But it needed a intro like that for what came next, which was Flea's popping and slapping. If you had a great big, gigantic, huge, grandioso intro bass popping and slapping, that's going to be very anticlimactic when it comes to the entrance of the bass with the popping and slapping. It's going to be like, what the hell just happened? Why did we have that great big huge buildup if that's the delivery, you know? No, with the intro they did, led into what was being done by FEELIN on the bass once the song kicked in perfectly. I wouldn't change a thing. I may not be the biggest fan of it, but it's a necessity. You know what I mean? So I got no problem with that whatsoever. The progression that FEELIN was playing with the popping and slapping, that was interesting. You know, I was wrong, by the way. It wasn't D, it was C sharp. I was off a half step. I'm sorry. The C sharp, you know, C sharp, 7/8. So 1 7 8, 1 7 8, 7 8, 1, and then it goes down to the 6, the minor 6. And you think, okay, off that 6, they're gonna go, you know, with the 7 8 based off of the 6 being the root. But instead, he hit the lows, he hit that low A on the slap, and when he did the pop, he was on the let's see, what would that be? C sharp. It would be B to C sharp, right? Yes. So he's going A to the high B C sharp on the pop. So interesting. It not something you hear too often. Keeping the popping on the octave of the original root. You don't hear that too often. So that's interesting. It was definitely interesting. All that difficult? No, it's not difficult at all, but it's different, and it's not something that like I would ever normally think of doing. So it's unique. It's definitely unique. But let's be clear, it's not difficult. The guitar playing. I'm gonna wrap up the guitar playing in with the piano playing. It's interesting how they had that teeter-totter thing going, where if the piano player was up at the front, the guitar playing was in the background and very, very sparse. Like just every once in a while he would hit, you know, just a two note chord, like a third, you know, just he would just do that, and that would be the end of it. Then the piano player would shrink to the background and the guitar player would come up to the front, and then the guitar player would take over where the piano player was. And they were never both in the same place at the same time. It was they were taking turns, and interesting. It's interesting to see that happen. I think it's very appropriate, and it keeps the song from getting overpowered by the chordal instruments. Interestingly enough, that the piano I personally feel like the piano kind of dominated the song more than the guitar did. I feel like the piano player definitely shined more than the guitar playing did. Interesting to hear that coming out of a Chili Pepper song. You don't hear piano in too many Chili Pepper songs, at least not to my knowledge. But then again, I haven't heard every single song that Chili Peppers have ever done, so I could be wrong about that. But out of all the songs I have heard so far, piano is not a typical instrument that you hear. So that was cool. Nice little different direction. That's okay. Kiedis' vocals on this sounded fine. I got no issue with anything he did. Like I said, as time goes on, it just seems like his vocals are getting better and better with age. It's like a fine wine. Now, eventually, there will come a point where it's going to turn to vinegar. I mean, I know that's going to happen eventually, but it hasn't happened yet. So that's good. I mean, like I said, it's not a bad song. 7.6 is a really good score for what I feel is a really good song. Did I enjoy the song? Not really. I mean, I enjoyed certain aspects of it, but the song as a whole, no, not definitely not my jam. It's not going on any playlist. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's not my thing. But there's no denying it is a really good song, which is why it's getting the really good score of 7.6. So 7.6 final score. I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.